Okay, so first and foremost, good morning or evening, friends. I hope everyone's doing well today. This is JP with Wise Guys Gaming, and this was gonna be a video about twice as long, and I got through it. And when I stopped the recording, it deleted the entire audio track. So instead of doing it again, we're cutting the video in half. That's right. Second video may be longer, but it is what it is. Had to do voiceover this time because I didn't intend for this to go the way it did. I just didn't. Just real. For real deal, holy feel. I came out of from where the last video was and remembered there was a boss nearby. And I had seen different people fight this boss before. And so I was like, why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's see how we do against this. To varying results, to varying degrees. Now, let me say this: everybody I had seen fight him prior to this thought him as a mage or some level of wizardry, and it was mainly a lot of spells, like basically being on your horse, riding the opposite direction, and casting spells. And I said, I want to try this different. I just want to one-on-one him. Just mano a Stabitha. Ano. And so I just rolled up on him, you know what I'm saying? Just came up to his house. Knocked on the front door. Hey son. Hey, what you really want? And as you see, that first time didn't go well. The second time I'm on the horse, I go pick up my souls, my runes. And I decided, let's go then. But he hits hard. He hits very, very hard. And I don't hit quite as hard. And this is when I learned that not only that, but he is kind of a beast when it comes to area of effect. He has a tremendous area of effect attack that allows this pool around him, and that pool of red dankness causes scarlet rot. And to me, so thus far in the game, scarlet rot is one of the worst status effects for you to be inflicted by. It kinda acts like poison, only it hits a lot harder than poison, in my opinion. And maybe I just have some resistances to poison and not to scarlet rot, so it feels that way. I don't really know. All I know is I'm not about that rot life. Not about that rot life. And again, my goal here, while you don't get the voiceover, or while you're getting the voiceover, my goal here was just to play a little bit and try to get some of my stats upgraded so I can move on to the next stage of what I'm trying to do. But sometimes you get worked, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just get worked. It happens. Still not running though. We coming in, we peppering him. He starts backing up. We get the block, hit him with the counter. I am about my counter life. That stomp is very good at draining your stamina because it will knock you back. Even if you're blocking, it knocks back. I don't think it does a tremendous amount of damage, but it knocks you back, and that does some pretty good effects to your stamina. These little missiles are pretty neat. They are dodgeable. You can put something between yourself so you can evade it that way. There are a lot of options you can do, but what you see here is he has kind of a lock when it comes to area of effect attacks. He can do the stomp, which makes you pop back and deal some stamina, pretty good stamina loss. He has even these little missiles here. Has that first initial area of effect blast. He has the scarlet rot thing, and if you back up too much, you get stabbed in the back by these little turtles. I don't know if they're turtles, but they act like some nomad Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I can't stand them. Bring back the original four, boys. Bring back the original four. Now in here we started the fight. I think I was going to run and decided not to, or was going to deal with these guys and decided not to. I don't know. But wanted to dip out the way and got winged by the missile and then just flattened. It's just bad luck, man. This happens sometimes. It bees like that. It bees in the trap. But never one to give up. We right back at it again. I don't know if it was here or not. I don't think it was here. But what I've discovered is it's really difficult to get a good bead on him for attack. I think this was okay. It's really difficult to get a good bead on him for attack if you're just trying to kind of boss up and fight him, because the Scarlet Rot makes you back up, and while you're backing away, generally he does the missile attack, and so you're moving further and further and further back. It's hard to kind of stay in there and fight him unless you've got something that's going to help you fight against the Scarlet Rot. As you'll notice, I didn't call by mount at this point, and the reason is because my goal is to get the counters as best as possible. The counters are where this character shines at the moment, and right now I'm not getting them, or you're not getting them on a horse, definitely. So instead, my goal became get off the horse and just fight. Get those counters in, hopefully get a stun, and if we can get a stun, we may be able to kind of squeak out a win. And like I said, I've seen this fight a couple times, but most people are just riding away on their horse and just peppering with attacks, ranged attacks, not even like bow and arrow or crossbow or anything like that, like magic attacks, which is fine. But I kind of wanted to try something different because my character is a lot different. My character at this point is kind of a more in-your-face slasher kind of fight. That's that stomp right there. It just backs you up. And after you've gotten one block already, once you've gotten that one block and then they do the stomp, it takes a lot more stamina out, and it gives you that kind of knockback effect. It hurts your poison a lot. But as you see, this is actually a pretty good run against this boss. Took a little too much damage there, but was able to get my heals on, because we haven't used our Crimson Flask very much here. So all we got to do is just kind of, not back down. If he wants to fight, we can fight him, but he keeps on backing you up. And I just want to be close enough to counter. In retrospect, I probably should have tried for more charged attacks after counters, but even then I'm not 100% sure, because my goal was get out of Crimson Rot. Do not get hit with Crimson Rot, because very few cases do I have of me getting hit with Crimson Rot ending well. Once those words pop up, or Scarlet Rot, I think it's Scarlet Rot, sorry. Once those words pop up, it's a done deal. Went almost a full video saying Crimson Rot instead of Scarlet Rot, or a full 10 minutes. Still doing a pretty decent job with this fight. Took a little too much damage there, but like I said, we haven't had to use a lot of flash, so we're still doing all right. And we are dealing decent damage. And just trying to stay on him, Run, 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 run. See my boy over there? I want to go talk to him, but I can't. I'm fighting right now. That's that giant pot on the hill. I think we found him in where the giants were, stuck in the ground. I think that's the same pot, or he looks like the same pot, or maybe he's a pot boss. I don't know. Try to get a little more damage in that way by throwing a roll in there as opposed to just blocking, hoping that I would lose less stamina and get some damage in that way. But we overstayed our welcome. Really need to take a potion right now. Get a flask in. Got it. Back in the attack. Didn't get the counter there. Backed up. See, that doesn't do that much damage, but it does inflict a lot of stun to your stamina there. That little stomp of his. And we're doing okay. He's about at 50%. The worst part here is just having to back up every time. Like, I feel like I'm doing really good work, but I have to back up because, boom, Scarlet Rot. And then, well, he didn't do it this time, but then boom, missiles. So you just kind of feel like you're always on the run and never able to just establish a straight fight. Even like now, when I'm right there, while I'm in there, it doesn't really feel like you get an opportunity to really get a good, like, kind of get a good volley of attack and defense going, because he's able to just kind of back you up out of it. Even the stomp, which the sole purpose is just to knock the poise out of you, really. Just is what it is. Let me. Sorry, I had to yawn. And again, we're not playing poorly here. We are out of Scarlet or Crimson Tears, though. Now I'm saying everything's Scarlet. Don't know where he went. If I were thinking properly, I would have switched over and used heal. Just to give myself a little extra time, but did not. And this is a pretty long fight. I mean, just this go round, this was pretty long. And I saw that I was only doing like 60% or 40%. So at a certain point, you got to change things up, and I think this is when I first changed over to adding fire sling, which is a nice range spell. And as you see, fastest death ever. Thus far, we've been able to take him to the distance, kind of go toe to toe with him. Nah, son. And this one, I need to work on my aim a little bit because I'm just wasting mana at this point. But we still throwing, we still chucking them things. Waited for the blast. Got around him, but my jump was terrible. Get out of there. Get out of there. Take a sip of the scissor. Sip it on some sip. Sip it on some sip. Ooh, that was so close. Lord. I wanted to get my horse back. Of course, of course. And then just kind of get back on the attack, because we kind of had to slow down our attack a little bit there. And the goal is to do what I've seen other people do and just kind of pepper him. It's not how I wanted to play this fight, but it was going a while. And what I've noticed from this is that fire sling does some pretty good damage. Like, this is doing more damage than my sword was doing. And if that's the case, then we need to just stick with that. That should be the plan. Look, I've already, in this short time, I've gotten him far farther. I've gotten far more damage along than that other time we just did, where I just kind of manned up and tried to fight him. Or not manned up, but like stand and bang on him. You know, we just didn't get quite as far that way as we are right now. Need a card. One second. Calling out the wolves. Now, this was good for me because it was educational. What I saw here was the wolves, while a decent idea and able to kind of get him a little lower, are very, as we knew before, they are very susceptible to area of effect attacks. So now I've already lost 2 wolves, and while I am dealing with these missiles coming at me, he is able to just solo the wolf and get whatever extra damage he needs. I was very happy I didn't use Kaiden, even though honestly, now that I think about it, at the proper time, Kaiden may have worked out. My Kaiden swordsman or warrior, or whatever he is, or Kaiden, whichever. It may have actually worked out to my advantage because we may have been able to get a stun that way. If we had just kind of, if I had timed it properly, hit him with it, or called it out, let him do his little shout, and then immediately went into like a counter, we may have been able to deal enough damage to stun him, and then just kind of try to fight him with a lot of charged attacks and counter attacks to see if we couldn't keep him in stun lock for as long as possible. But the problem is, if he jumps and does that Scarlet Rod attack, I gotta get out of there. It's that simple. I cannot stay there. I don't know. The warrior's gonna stay there and continue to fight. I have to get out of there because I will die in that Scarlet Rod. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if your summon can get Scarlet Rod, but I mean, if he can, it's a wrap, you know what I mean? There is no other alternative. Once that Scarlet Rod sets in, it's pretty much done. Take that. And we're getting some really good damage in, and as you see, we have a pretty good amount of Crimson Flasks as well. So this is a very good run. We're deep into the fight. We are out of mana at this point, so we're not able to do... I feel like if I had not used the wolves, I could have just used the fire and probably just on foot gotten a win there. But we're trying. We're trying our best here. Good distance. Back me up again. Even though I don't necessarily have to back up there, it's just better to back up and hide as opposed to try to dodge and potentially get hit by one. Because if you get hit by one missile, you're probably getting hit by 4 or 5. Get out of the way so we don't get Scarlet Rot. And just kind of keep an eye on him, you know? See what attack's coming next. If you go far enough, he starts kind of walking away, and you're able to if you're doing range stuff, you're able to get some pretty good damage in. If not, you're able to at least run up on him and get a good hit in before he turns around and AoEs you again. Take that, boy! That, boys! Oh no! 2 shots. Still with Crimson Tears in tow. I really hate dying when I know I have Crimson Tears in tow. Because I'm like, all I had to do is get away. If I could just get away, we would have done it. Now, what I did learn there is the Flame Sling does a lot of damage. Or a very good amount of damage for a pretty good value as far as your MP cost goes. So now, we're just going to do what we saw everybody else do. And ride that horse. If you want to ride, don't ride the white horse. Move out the way. Let him shoot his little missiles out. Get close. And chuck him. And I'm taking my time and slowing down so I can make sure he's getting all the damage. I'm not doing like I did the first time last time where I just missed 2 shots easy. I was way too close right there. Got struck. Almost lost the horse. Almost lost my life. But we're still in it. And that's what's most important. We can keep him on his toes. On his T's. Jump there. Keeping him up there. And just like that, he's at about maybe 45-50% health. And we can deal absolutely more damage. And we haven't even had to hit the cerulean yet. So we drop back. Build that up. We are not going to make a summon this time. We're just going to keep on doing what we've been doing. In the hopes that we get a kill. And he's taking some pretty good damage. And as you can see, those past 2 Flame Sling usages did not do a lot of MP problems, or did not do a lot of MP usage, but did do a very good amount of damage to him. Take that. Like Kobe and Shaq, so take that. Long Beach is on the melaphonic map. Don't know quite what happened, but we did lose our mount there. And we're just gonna, we're just gonna fight him in. A little more of a jump. Stabitha, back it on up like a U-Haul truck. And at this point, with the amount of Crimson Tears we've got and the amount of MP we got left, I feel like we can make this work. I feel like I can just stand and bang and make this work. I was a little nervous because I got hit, took a little bit of damage, but there we go. There's our win. Now, as you guys saw, I wanted to let Stabitha do Stabitha's thing, get in there and kind of mix it up with him. But what we're not going to do is take forever doing something when we know, we can experience that there's an easier way to do it. Once that first fireball, those first couple of fireballs hit, flame slings hit, and we noticed the amount of damage it was doing, there was no reason for us to, you know, kind of keep playing around like, no, I want to fight him one-on-one with my blade. Nah, we're not doing that. We're just not. Sorry. And I'm sure it's possible. I'm sure there are nice videos of people who just get up there and just chop the avatar up. And that's great. This ain't that video. This just is not that video. Is what a TI is, man. Take that. Oh, we getting hit from the back. Got poisoned. Probably should have just stuck in there. Because as you see, poison damage is occurring, but it's nothing like Scarlet Rot. Scarlet Rot hurts. Scarlet Rot hurts a lot. Poison just is... Honestly, poison is kind of annoying. It's not really doing a whole lot. It's just really just being in the way and keeping you engaged and saying, hey, you are taking damage. You got to be a little smart about this. And by a little smart, I mean get them low, kill them before they kill you. Back up a little bit. Take a bit of a sip here. Nice try. Both of them are low. All we need is one kill because these guys are tough in a group, but one-on-one they just can't hang. But that's going to be about it. Again, there will probably be another video relatively soon because I did play a lot more. It's just once that thing cut out and took all that vocal stuff with it, I just was not going to do it. I wasn't going to keep doing it, man. I'm sorry. Was not going to give it a try again because I don't want to be frustrated. I want to be happy. I want to be happy in my life, you know? Either way, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Peace out.